Alright, so I'm back here to do another video today. Sorry, it's been a long time for all you people who actually subscribe and follow. Today is actually going to be a little review on body armor. And I did a test. I wish I had a camera when I did the shots, but I did not. So you can't see the shooting in action. One of these days I'm going to try and get back out and try it again. But this is actually just a lower butt pad or lower spine protective body armor on like a body armor vest for, so to say, infantry or whatnot. But it's the same rating as level 3A armor. You know, it's just regular ballistic panel insert. This is, like I said, a lower one. I use this piece because I didn't mind sacrificing this piece off my personal. But it's rated at level 3A, like a lot of your typical concealment vests and exterior vests are. Here's the armor that I pulled outside of it. It used to have like fine edges, but it got all frayed up when I fired it. I don't know if it's because the fiber stretched and stuff and just the impact made it stretch, but I was very surprised. When I conducted the test, I did the shots from 1 yard away, so close to point blank. I used 9mm and 45. I used 3 shots of 9mm and 1 shot of 45. And for the 9mm, I used a Beretta 92FS standard length barrel, so it's equivalent to an M9. Plus the longer barrel like that, you should get full pressure levels and velocity out of your 9mm. I used 3 different types of rounds. I used a Winchester 147 grain T-series bonded hollow point. That's along in the Ranger series or the PDX series. I used a Winchester 9mm NATO standard 124 ball. It's on the box they do not say plus P, but if you read like SAMI spec levels, NATO stuff is a little bit hotter. It's not quite plus P levels, but I went ahead and put plus P because it is higher. And like I said, that's just 124 grain ball. I used a Hornady Critical Defense 115 grain. It's got the little polymer insert, the red polymer insert, kind of like their TAP series in a way. And for the 45, I just used a standard 230 grain round ball ammunition that you typically find day to day in 45. I do believe I used Federal. The Champion, just, you know, the plain Jane 230 grain. You can see the holes where the rounds went in the vest. This is just the outer shell, and you can already notice no penetration of any kind. And this is the insert. I cut it open and pulled out the armor to check. I was pretty impressed. I counted, you know, it's got all your individual layers of the Kevlar. That's how it works. It's just layers of fabric. I had counted a total of 37 layers. I don't know if that's a standard for 3A or if that's just what this is, but like I said, there's 37 layers. The 9mm Winchester T-series surprisingly only penetrated 1 layer. You can see the hole there. Peel it back. You can see an impact point. There's no penetration. There is some stretching and stress on the material. No penetration. You peel back the third, barely even see anything. The NATO ball, 124 grain, penetrated. Got a smaller entrance here. It's actually really hard to see. There it is. And it penetrated a total of 4 layers, which really surprised me. There's a second hole. It shows up better on the third. There's the 4th layer. And on the 5th, you got your stress marks, but there's no penetration after the 4th layer. All clear. And then the Hornady, I had 3 to 4 layers with the Hornady penetration. You can see there's the impact site. Peel it back. Second. Peel back to the 3rd layer. Yeah, you can see the X hole there. 3rd layer right there. The 3rd one actually has a small hole with a lot of stress. I actually picked the bullet out of the 3rd layer here, but there is a good bit of stress back here on the 4th. So it's real debatable where you could say. And you can see it's funny, there's actually a little bit of red there. It's like the polymer tip rubbed off. Go back to the fifth. You see like a bulge, like a stress, like it stretched the material, but no penetration. And this is the one that shocked me. I know 45 is a bulky, slow round, but I had 0 layers of penetration. This is back to layer 1. You can see a good bit of stress from stretching and discoloration, but there is no penetration there. Peel back 1 layer, no penetration. The 45 did not penetrate. I was able to recover 3 of the 4 bullets. Here's the 45 round. You can see it kind of bulged it up a little bit. The lead core is still inside. So there's the 45. I got the Hornady critical defense. It mushroomed up pretty decent. The polymer tip stayed in. Lead core is still in there. Yeah, that one mushroomed and deformed pretty good. And in the Winchester T-Series hollow point, it did not expand any. It actually closed up. I'm just guessing because it's a Kevlar material. And the core is still in there, but you can tell the jacket tried to separate a little because there is somewhat of a gap. And it also flattened out. I was not able to recover the 9mm NATO round. I'm assuming it probably just did the same style as the 45 ball, just kind of flattened out a little bit. Like I said, the shots were done at 1 yard away. This material, I think, is about 5 years old, and it was in a vest that I did wear a good bit, so it got the flexing on it. It was about 75 degrees out the day I did the shots. I don't think temperature to matter at all on this. There's nothing else to really say. I'm just pretty impressed with this. I know a lot of people probably want to see a rifle round, but obviously soft armor isn't designed to stop rifles. I'm sure even a 223 would zip right through this with no problem. But I was pretty impressed. Like I said, 37 layers. Four layers is the farthest I got, so that's still over 30 layers of protection. It's also rated for fragmentation. I thought about taking a shotgun with like 9-shot lead to simulate something to shoot, but figured I would have destroyed it to the point and like stretched it all out where you couldn't even see what I've already shot, so I kind of want to keep it. I'll probably actually take it back out and shoot it some more, even though it's just a small area vest. You know, I was pretty happy with these results, so I might try some more. And maybe even take like a 22 of the rifle to it. I know it's higher velocities, but we'll see what we can get. Maybe I'll even try and get a 5.7 and shoot, because supposedly 5.7 goes through soft armor. That's why some departments can't carry it, but I was pretty happy. Like I said, you can see how it stretched it all out. And I will say, when I was shooting the pad, I just had it laying flat on a regular grass ground, and it flopped it around pretty good. So I'm not going to lie, if you had this on, obviously you'd be safe from having any kind of penetration and blood loss, but I'll tell you, the way that thing was moving around and just the sound of the impact, it's going to hurt. I'm sure wherever you hit, you're going to have good welts, and depending on where it is, you may even have broken or fractured bones. I guess keeping the blood inside you is pretty important, so I'm assuming the test will do the same for like chest and back panels and bicep panels and all that, and even groin pads, neck pads, whatnot. Like I said, I counted out 37 layers. I don't know if it's different for other portions, but I was pretty happy with the results. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and if you have any comments, go ahead and leave them. Also, if you have any other body armor tests that you've personally done that maybe you could like share a link to, I'd be interested to watch that. Thanks again.